Imagine living in a world where private jets are just another way of commuting, where palaces stretch across horizons, and where your car collection alone could fund entire governments. This isn't the plot of a fantasy movie, it's the real life of one of the most powerful and wealthiest monarchs on the planet, Sultan Ibrahim Iskandar of Johor, Malaysia. His empire isn't just measured in dollars, but in dynasties, power, and influence that extend across Asia and beyond. With a fortune often compared to that of global billionaires combined, the Sultan doesn't simply represent royalty, he represents the peak of human extravagance. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the Sultan's billion-dollar world, his palaces, exotic collections, private armies, global business ventures, and the lifestyle that makes him one of the most extraordinary rulers alive. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because what you're about to see will redefine your understanding of wealth itself. This is not just luxury, it's legacy, the royal lineage and early power. The Sultan of Johor comes from one of the oldest and most respected royal families in Southeast Asia. The Johor monarchy, with roots going back centuries, has long held immense influence in Malaysia. For generations, the family has been intertwined with trade, politics, and leadership across the region. Unlike the Western monarchies we're used to, ceremonial and symbolic, the Sultan of Johor still wields significant influence in both governance and economics. His role extends far beyond tradition. He remains a key player in shaping the trajectory of Malaysia's development. From a young age, Sultan Ibrahim was groomed to manage vast estates, international relations, and massive business ventures. This training wasn't limited to textbooks or classrooms, it meant being present during billion-dollar negotiations, overseeing royal landholdings, and learning the intricate balance between tradition and modernity. For him, wealth isn't just inherited, it's strategically expanded, making his empire one of the most formidable in Asia. Exotic possessions. When it comes to personal collections, few in the world can rival Sultan Ibrahim. His love for automobiles is legendary. With a garage holding over 300 cars, his collection ranges from hyper-rare vintage vehicles to cutting-edge supercars. Among them lies one of the crown jewels, the 1936 Mercedes-Benz 540K, a vehicle once linked to Adolf Hitler. While controversial, its rarity makes it one of the most priceless automobiles on the planet. Alongside this sits Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Bugattis, and Rolls-Royces, each representing not just engineering excellence, but also historical and financial value. But it doesn't stop at land. In the skies, the Sultan commands an entire fleet of private aircraft. From 3 Gulfstream jets to a custom Boeing 737, these aren't just for travel, they're flying palaces. Each plane is designed with gold trim, leather interiors, private bedrooms, and dining halls that rival luxury hotels. For the Sultan, flying to Europe or the Middle East isn't travel, it's routine. And then, of course, there are the exotic animals. Lions, tigers, crocodiles, and rare birds form part of his private menagerie. In Malaysia, these animals are symbols of might, legacy, and prestige. Guarded by expert handlers, they add another layer of exclusivity to the Sultan's world. What truly sets him apart is not the possession of these treasures, but the scale, rarity, and symbolism behind them. Each item is a statement: wealth beyond measure and power beyond limits. Palaces and lifestyle. The Sultan's official residence, Istana Bukit Serene, is more than a palace. It's a fortress of tradition and grandeur. Located in Johor Bahru, the sprawling estate overlooks the city, serving as both a private home and a political hub. Inside, marble floors stretch endlessly, chandeliers imported from Europe glitter overhead, and ballrooms are designed to host dignitaries and global leaders. The palace contains private cinemas, banquet halls, art galleries, and luxury suites fit for royalty from around the world. But the Sultan's lifestyle expands far beyond a single palace. Across Malaysia and overseas, he owns dozens of properties, from beachfront mansions to private estates. These aren't simply homes, they are statements of dynastic strength. Each estate is carefully guarded, furnished with priceless art, and staffed with teams who ensure perfection down to the last detail. The royal residences of the world's wealthiest families are not just homes, they are symbols of unmatched luxury and refinement. Inside these palaces, one can find grand halls lined with rare artworks, chandeliers crafted from crystals, and marble floors imported from the finest quarries. Beyond the walls, there are private cinemas, high-tech gyms, and wellness spas that provide a retreat-like atmosphere without ever leaving home. Their gardens are often larger than public parks, decorated with fountains, sculptures, and exotic flowers flown in from across the globe. Even the furniture tells a story. Custom-made pieces designed exclusively for the family, sometimes embedded with gold, pearls, or diamonds. Unlike ordinary mansions, these residences blend modern technology with timeless tradition, creating a seamless harmony of heritage and innovation. The lifestyle within is a world of personalized service, where every desire is anticipated and met, ensuring an existence of effortless comfort and elegance. And what about leisure? The Sultan enjoys hunting, yachting, polo, and private retreats on secluded islands. He's often seen traveling in convoys of luxury cars or escorted by helicopters. In every activity, one thing remains clear: his life isn't ordinary, it's royal magnificence redefined. Business, empire, and investments. Here's where the Sultan's wealth truly takes shape. His empire of investments. Over $1.1 billion invested in global stock markets and corporations. $483 million in private businesses ranging from tech startups to luxury fashion ventures. Massive stakes in real estate, including a jaw-dropping investment in Forest City, a $100 billion mega project that aims to build a futuristic city of the future. $4 billion worth of land in Singapore, one of the most expensive real estate markets in the world. While Malaysian royalty is technically limited in direct commercial activities, Sultan Ibrahim's influence ensures that his business reach extends into every major industry. From oil and gas to luxury goods, his portfolio is both diverse and resilient. For the Sultan, money doesn't sleep, it multiplies. The personal army and security. With great wealth comes great responsibility and risk. Unlike typical billionaires who rely on private security companies, Sultan Ibrahim commands something far greater, his own personal military unit. Equipped with state-of-the-art technology, armored vehicles, and highly trained soldiers, this private force ensures the Sultan's safety at all times. His estates, vehicles, and family remain under constant watch, guarded with the kind of security usually reserved for presidents and prime ministers. This military presence doesn't just symbolize protection, it signals authority. It reminds everyone that the Sultan is not only a monarch, but a figure of immense power, both politically and militarily, influence and global status. The Sultan's wealth isn't just about luxury cars and palaces, it's about influence. His presence is felt in global summits, high-level diplomatic meetings, and elite social gatherings. From rubbing shoulders with billionaires in Davos to hosting world leaders in Malaysia, he stands as a bridge between tradition and modern power. His investments in Singapore alone have made him a key player in one of Asia's strongest economies. Through philanthropy, he has built hospitals, funded schools, and supported charities across Malaysia, enhancing his reputation as both a ruler and a benefactor. For these royal heirs, wealth alone does not define their identity. Their influence stretches far beyond the boundaries of their kingdoms. With immense financial resources at their disposal, they actively shape industries ranging from real estate and fashion to sports and technology. When they invest in a brand, its value skyrockets almost overnight. Additionally, they collaborate with global charities, educational institutions, and cultural organizations, using their prominence to drive meaningful initiatives. Their standing in the world is not just about riches, but about being tastemakers, innovators, and leaders whose every move is watched with fascination. This blend of wealth and global impact makes them some of the most powerful figures of their generation. On social media, every glimpse of his lifestyle sparks fascination. Whether it's photos of rare cars, family celebrations, or royal ceremonies, his global audience is reminded that he embodies the very definition of extravagance. Comparing wealth with the world. To understand the Sultan's scale, let's compare. Jeff Bezos, estimated $200 billion fortune, but based largely on Amazon stock. Elon Musk, roughly $250 billion, but tied to Tesla and SpaceX's market values. Sultan Ibrahim, assets, land, and investments spanning generations. Difficult to calculate, but estimated in the hundreds of billions. Unlike Silicon Valley billionaires who rely heavily on companies' success, the Sultan's wealth is embedded in land, tradition, and diversified global assets, making it far more stable. This is why many analysts call him one of the world's hidden trillionaires. Philanthropy and the future. Despite his wealth, Sultan Ibrahim has always emphasized giving back. Through royal foundations, he has funded countless social projects, from free medical care to scholarships and disaster relief. He believes in using his wealth not just for luxury, but for legacy. This philosophy ensures that future generations of Johore's royalty will continue to wield not only power, but respect. His children, already being groomed for leadership, are exposed to education in elite institutions, global diplomacy, and the art of balancing tradition with modernity. Beyond the luxury and influence, the richest royal kids are also stepping into roles of responsibility through philanthropy. Their families have long been patrons of hospitals, schools, and cultural institutions, but the new generation is taking it further with innovative approaches. Some have even launched their own charitable foundations, focusing on education for underprivileged children, wildlife preservation, and global health research. The Sultan isn't just preparing for his present, he's laying the groundwork for centuries to come. The life of Sultan Ibrahim Iskandar is more than just unimaginable luxury. It's a blend of power, tradition, and influence that few can comprehend. From palaces filled with art to fleets of jets, from exotic zoos to billion-dollar land holdings, his empire is vast, diverse, and awe-inspiring. Yet beyond the extravagance lies a deeper truth. The Sultan's fortune represents not just wealth, but authority, legacy, and the continuation of one of Asia's most powerful dynasties. While Silicon Valley billionaires chase rockets and Wall Street tycoons chase markets, the Sultan lives in a world where wealth is inherited, expanded, and solidified over generations. This isn't just luxury, it's sovereign power in its most spectacular form. The billion-dollar empire of Malaysia's Sultan reminds us that in some corners of the world, the line between wealth and royalty disappears, leaving behind a lifestyle that is nothing short of legendary. Tell me in the comments what you want to see next. Make sure to subscribe to Mr. Rich and turn on notifications so you never miss our next video.